Here's an example from manufacturing. Here's an example that doesn't use percentages. At Implausico, we manufacture top quality widgets and grommets right here in the USA. At our Janesville plant, we have 15 production lines. Each line produces $6,500 worth of widgets, or $8,250 worth of grommets each day. The daily production at the Janesville plant is worth a total of $108,000. How many lines produce each product? All right, so what makes me think that this is a mixture? Well, again, we're interested in two things and what we get when we combine them. In this case, production of widgets and production of grommets. Right? And we have various information about widgets, about grommets, and about the entire plant. Right, let's see. What's the first kind of information we have? Well, we have all these dollar values. Let's figure out if they're the same kind of thing. Each line produces $6,500 worth of widgets. So this is a value per line. The value per line of widgets is $6,500. The value per line of grommets is $8,250. Do we know a value per line for the entire plant? Is that what this is? No, it isn't, is it? It's a total value. Again, I'm giving this its own column because it's a different kind of information. Do we know anything else? I hope so, because this has a lot of holes in it. We do, don't we? We know how many production lines are there. And in fact, our unknowns are also about production lines. Right? How many lines produce each product? There are 15 together. Right? What are our rules? Our rules are the number of lines and the total value. And of course, the total lines will be the lines for widgets plus the lines for grommets. The total value will be the value for widgets plus the value for grommets. I think we're ready to model. I want to use the letters W and G for widgets and grommets. Using those letters, pause the video and try to write down the model. Okay. Number of lines part is easy, right? W plus G is 15. Now, if we dedicate W lines to producing widgets, and each one makes $6,500 worth of widgets, the total value will be 6,500 W. If we devote G lines to producing grommets, and each line produces $8,250 worth of grommets, the total value will be 8,250 G. All right, so what is the total production value? It'll be 6,500 W plus 8,250 G. And at the same time, we know that it's 108,000. All right. Now, I am not a huge fan of big numbers, but so far I haven't been simplifying before I started, so I'm not going to start now. Pause the video and try solving this system. All right. I think I'm going to eliminate W by multiplying both sides by negative 6,500. So negative 6,500 W minus 6,500 G equals, now is the perfect time to use a calculator. Negative 97500. Check my arithmetic on your own calculator. Make sure I haven't messed that up. I haven't, but you should check up on me. Now, we add together the left-hand sides. We get 0W, that's eliminated, plus 1750 G equals 10,500. Divide both sides by 1750, and we get G equals 6. Whew, after all those big numbers, right? Guess which equation I'd rather use to find W? That's right, this one, of course. So let's see. W plus 6 equals 15. Subtract 6 from both sides, and I get W equals 9. All right, I think that solves the system. I think we're ready to answer the question. All right, I think the answer to our question is 9 lines make widgets and 6 make grommets. Now, does that make sense? Well, first of all, they add up to 15. That's good. Second, I think I'm going to run through the calculator how much I would make if 9 lines make widgets and 6 make grommets. All right, a line that makes widgets earns 6,500. So 9 times 6,500. A line that makes grommets earns 8,250. So 6 times 8,250 is indeed 108,000. So that does what I want it to. These numbers are good.